Una good evening, my country people. Na news at 9. I carry come una domot from Wisdom Yard Television. My name na Toyosi Adeshino. Make una listen to the koko wey dey inside the tori. E better to marry my daughter out than for bandits to carry am for free, parents. Africa biggest economies dey show size but no dey translate to better lives as Nigeria drop to number 4. Israel say dem no go stop Rafah offensive for Gaza despite ICJ ruling. Tori about the alleged 100 underage girls wey dem wan do mass marriage for inside Niger State, North Central Nigeria spark many reactions and controversies. Tori bin fly up and down say the Speaker of Niger State House of Assembly wan organize mass marriage for the 100 girls as constituency project. This story make the Minister of Women Affairs, Mrs. Uju Kennedy Ohaneye, vex well. She para sotey she drag the Speaker Abdulmalik Sakindaji go court and promise to investigate the matter. This mass marriage suppose hold on Friday 24 May 2024. But government put them on hold till further notice. Some of the parents and guardians of the brides-to-be follow BBC Pidgin talk about why them they give out their young daughters to marry at a very young age. Mrs. Ashama Osheru from Gobi Boka community now one of the mothers of the brides-to-be. She says she no know her own age but confirmed to BBC News Pidgin say her daughter dey 22 years and she no be underage and she give consent to the marriage. According to her, now the condition where them find themselves force them to make this decision. The widow of late Mr. Sheo say bandits they worry them too much as them they pass through serious pain and trauma and no government care about them. She explained say it dey better for her to know where her pikin dey and they sure say her pikin dey alive instead of bandits to come carry and go unknown destination. She explained say even though to marry out her daughters no be perfect solution to the problem, but at least she and other widows and women like her know say their daughters dey safe. New ranking order don dey for Africa biggest economies according to one report by the International Monetary Fund (IMF). Nigeria wey be the number 1 for Africa largest economy before, now don dey number 4 and South Africa don take the number 1 position for 2024. But the size of Africa economies no dey translate into improved quality of life for most of the people wey dey live for the countries. Many countries continue to grapple with rising debts, infrastructure challenges, record inflation and weak economic growth. IMF talk say continuous global economic challenges like high inflation, rising borrowing costs, climate shocks and lingering political instability dey affect Africa economic outlook. South Africa dey lead the continent's largest economy, followed by Egypt wey dey number 2, oil-rich Algeria na the 3rd, followed by Nigeria wey one time be African economic giant. In the 5th place na Ethiopia. This reordering of the rankings of this country reflects fiscal challenges as well as monetary policies them don implement. Dr. Zainab Usman will be the founding director of the Africa Program for the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace talk. She said countries like Nigeria and Egypt they experience shortage for export earnings, rising levels of debt service payments, inflation and currency depreciations. Israel don't vow to ignore the order from the International Court of Justice (ICJ) to stop their offensive for Rafah or other operations in Gaza. The ICJ bin rule say Israel got stop their military offensive and other actions on Gaza immediately, as them cite the immediate risk to the Palestinian people. Judge Salam on Friday 24 May talk say the ICJ the current situation there get further risk of irreparable harm to the rights of people wey dey for Gaza. He talk say the situation don't change since the ICJ made in previous orders and them don't meet conditions for new emergency measures in the case. The court order Israel to report to them within 1 month on their progress in applying the measures wey them order today. As a reminder, while ICJ rulings they legally binding, in practice them they unenforceable by the court. Israeli government talk person David Mensah tell BBC say no power dey for the world wey go push us to commit a public suicide because this na wetin e be to stop our war against Hamas. The Palestinian Authority (PA) wey dey run part of the occupied West Bank and Hamas wey dey run Gaza and wey be attacked nearby Israeli communities on 7 October, sparking the current war, don't welcome the decision. However, Hamas talk say the call to end the offensive gas cover all of Gaza and not just Rafah. The ruling represents one international consensus to end the war on the Gaza Strip. PA presidential talk person Nabil Abu Rideina tell Reuters news agency. Before I hand it to Ri, make una listen to the koko wey dey inside it again. E better to marry my daughter out than for bandits to carry am for free, parents. Africa biggest economies they show size but no they translate to better lives as Nigeria dropped to number 4. Israel say them no go stop Rafah offensive for Gaza despite ICJ ruling. This is the end of the story. My name na Toyosi Adeshino.